Shout out to the board. You know what was messed up? Y'all left CJ there by himself the other day.
Where? When?
It was one day. I think he said you was at a retreat.
Yeah.
Was you at a retreat?
I was.
All right. Where was it? How was it?
Boring.
Really?
It wasn't no like vacation. It was like for work.
Where was it?
In Duluth.
Stone Mountain?
Duluth.
No.
It was
No, I'm messing with you as if you were somewhere else. Like.
But yeah.
They set you up? Work set you up with it or?
Yeah.
No.
They didn't give us no paid lunch, nothing.
Nothing? So you would rather been here?
Yeah.
How long was it?
The whole day, basically from 8 to 5. The whole shift.
Oh, but it was paid though?
It's kind of that's like a regular work day.
Okay. That's tough. So how was somebody supposed to find out about this? How did everybody else know about this?
The flyers in the lobby.
You be making them? For real?
Well, I request them, and then people make them. Well, basically, yeah. But yeah. They have it every year, the day before MLK Day.
It's every Sunday. Did you know the Happy Birthday song was about MLK? The Stevie Wonder version. You know, people like sing the black version. Sing the black people version. No, I'm serious though. They actually say his name.
Oh wow.
But I never listened to the whole song.
Yeah, Atlanta love MLK.
Is that the chef?
Yeah, Mr. Leland. He bodied it. He always be donating food and stuff.
Really? He own a shop or a restaurant?
He just a dad that be cooking.
That's crazy.
I never the robotics thing I was telling you about is right behind. And they be building robots and stuff.
Anybody in there?
I think Mr. was gonna talk about it a little bit, but
What the speaker was talking about? I know I missed it already, but
it looks like she's about to talk right now.
We're going to move along with our program for today. And I just want to take a moment to ask everyone, take a look at the gentleman in the back in the red. This is Mr. Meadows. He is a key part of our reason for having this delicious meal. Can we give him a round of applause and thank you? We appreciate you so much. He does a lot more than just cook, but he's really been a big help to us as a community builder and working with us and things that we do in partnership with the Centerville Community Center. This past June, he did some amazing smoked pork for us for our Juneteenth event, and it's just amazing to have community like this right here that we can count on and be a part of. So we do not take it for granted. Thank you so much, Mr. Leland. Thank you. Did you bring any business cards with you or anything like that if people want to take orders? I'm just asking. All right. We are looking at our theme for today, is Voices That Lead. And we're emphasizing the focus for us is looking at the past, the present, and the future when it comes to MLK, when it comes to the beloved community, when it comes to the progression
I chose the bad
that
seat.
we see, and sometimes it's like we go 3 steps forward and 2 steps back sometimes in this country, but we still have to keep pressing forward, right? So I think of a song that they sang during the freedom marches, and one of the songs that speaks to me clearly right now is, "Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around," right? Ain't gonna let nobody, say it with me, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. And I'm telling you, sometimes we feel like everything is telling us to turn around. But we have to hold on and hold our ground and stay steadfast and immovable and always abounding those things that are in us, that God has prepared in us to make an impact with. In the past, we were never silent, and that's the theme for the past. We stayed aware and awake regarding what's going on, so we can be able to make changes, and that's in our DNA. Say, that's in my DNA. Can't take that away. It's in my DNA. I know what it means to press on, to move forward, and to move with a sense of intentionality and a sense of purpose. And so with that being said, I am just really glad that you all are here to join hands with us together as a community to say we're recognizing the MLK holiday, recognizing things that are important to us as a community of people that have given so much to this country and continue to give forth. And we are believing, because we're here, we're believing for the future, for the better, for growth, for impact, and for change, and it starts with us today. I believe that one person can make a difference. And MLK, Martin Luther King Jr., was not the only example, was a primary example for many of us. But I want you to take a minute and think about a person that has made a change, maybe not close to you, or not maybe that, you know, in your family, but it could be someone that you appreciate, that has made a change in your life, that has spoken into you a word of encouragement. And I'm going to ask you to take a minute, think of who that person was, what they did, and then share it with someone at your table. Take a moment and do that for me before we move on to the next part. This is a time for reflection, a time for thought, a time to say, you know what? That person did make an impact in my life.
No, you just changed my day though. Like, that was crazy because I was just standing there and I didn't know what I was about to do. I was just standing there, you know, I was about to do it, and you just came through. So it was kind of crazy.
Who you going to go first?
No, I just said you. No, I just said like you just really just can change the complexion of my whole day. Like, you know. It's because it's a quote, and it was like, when you feel like you have no one, you never know who has you. Like, and the same place to be, it's in somebody's thoughts, their minds, their prayers. So it was just really cool that you just spawned and it was like, yeah, it was just fine. It was like, we having a joint. So like, because that's the first thing I said to them. I was like, why y'all didn't invite me? You know what I'm saying? I was like, the board did.
CJ and Dirty in their own world.
Yeah,
They mean well, but
they did that shit.
They're just, yeah. But yeah, no problem for real.
Yeah, so I was going to I appreciate you.
Because I also had seen you, like, around Christmas time, my church group.
What church you go to?
Rockhill Church in Stone.
He said, what's it called?
It was called Rockhill Church in Stone Mountain.
Rockhill. Is that Pat? So I know where Anderstown is.
Mm-hmm. So it's that next freeway or whatever, that big thing with all the stores like Burlington and stuff. If we order go all the way down.
Not Burlington. It's not Burlington. It's like where the Ross is. Like is it a Ross? It's not Burlington though, right? Like where Five Below is. Like before that.
Oh, okay. So that's Ross.
Okay. But I'm talking about your church. That's not the one you're talking about. It's not.
It's before that. It's by the Chick-fil-A.
Okay. I don't think I seen it.
That's okay. But long story short, my church, she had cooked like oxtail and stuff.
Did
was
you?
gonna invite you, yeah, but I didn't. You never came back. Like that's why you walked up the hill. And I was like, okay, I thought you would probably come back, but you didn't. You never came back.
Dang, I missed the oxtail.
I'm really full. It's time to take a nap.
What you doing for the rest of the day? So what you got planned for the rest of the day?
This home. That's it.
You chilling? Why you think? You like you thinking hard about it?
Home to what? This home.
Oh, okay.
Everybody at home. For my dog. My dog is there.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a golden doodle. His name's Kinsley.
He's a golden doodle. Is he big?
Kind of. He's like 50 pounds.
How old is he?
He's gonna be 4 in February.
You got him since he
Did
was a
you
pup?
learn something new about somebody through this
Oh, you didn't tell
exercise?
me. You
Yes?
didn't tell me who you appreciate.
Excuse me, about
I need
She had a question. You
a
supposed to tell me who you appreciate.
volunteer
Like,
from each table to just stand and share one thing that you learned.
but I had to tell. But I had to tell what you said.
It cannot be the same person from last time. It has to be somebody new.
Girl, I'm about to get up off the table. You like my mom be encouraging me and stuff. Just make up something.
No takers, huh? One person.
If I stand up, I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
yeah.
Thank you. Give him a round of applause. No, thank you so much for sharing it. For you standing up and doing it, being the first one, I want you to come up and get a book. This is for you as a gift. Thank you. You can choose. You have two to choose from. You can choose an inspired life, or you can choose kind of wonderful. It's up to you.
Friend,
Which one do
I'm
you
gonna
want?
see you. I'm gonna go somewhere to help you.
I'm about to shout you out.
They're like journals that you can use. All right, there you go. You're welcome. Inspired life it is. Who's next? I need one more from another table. Different table, another person. Yes, right ahead.
So, I learned something that really caught my ear. So, Gihareh told us that her mother was the first environmental engineer in the state of Tennessee.
Wow, look at that.
First black environmental.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Woo! Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I want you to pick a book out for yourself. Which one do you want? Kind of wonderful, inspired life. You can choose which one. Inspired life it is. There we go. All right. I am really, I get excited every time I see family and community come together. It just does something more, something to me. I don't know if it's because of my dad, because he was really close. I was close to my father in a lot of different ways, but he was the one that kind of knew everybody in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? And he's a military man, he's in the Marine Corps, so he could be married to drill sergeant, so he could be really tough sometimes. But as his daughter, I saw the tender side. And and I saw the side that wouldn't back down. And he was the first African-American Marine in the Marine Corps base that he served in as a recruiter at the time when I was a young girl. And I didn't know a lot of the things that he went through when he was in the Marine Corps, and some of the prejudice and some of the challenges he faced until much later when I interviewed him. And what I would like to encourage you all to do with your time, if you ever get an opportunity, go on StoryCorps. The StoryCorps app is available. It's StoryCorp. StoryCorps, it has a lot of opportunities for you to record your family's history, and it will be archived in the African American Smithsonian.
Oh, wow.
So you can be able to capture history right now for your family. I was able to do it with my mother. I was not able to do it with my father, unfortunately. But I really highly recommend it as a tool for youth to learn how to become junior griots, and they can understand how to give and share their history, the legacy. And for us as older adults, it's important for us to look back and leave something for the next generation. And it can be also an inspiration for families where the youth are asking the parents the questions and getting and cultivating history. So I really want you to consider doing that sometime in this 2026 year. You can do it on your phone. Or if you want to, you can actually go into the StoryCorps office in downtown Atlanta and be able to record it there. And you just have to reserve that time to do it there. And they didn't pay me for that advertisement, I promise you. But it's really amazing what you can do with that. We're going to move right into the next section, next component, but I have a special guest here who is actually near and dear to my heart. He's my youngest son. He does spoken word and poetry, and I've asked him to share 2 pieces with you that speak to me personally, and I hope that they will resonate with you as well today. His name is Joshua Stewart, and thank you, Joshua, for coming today.
Thank you so much. Shout out to the sound system. This is nice. I just hear myself like reverberating through. How y'all doing today? Nah, man, how y'all doing today? We celebrating Martin Luther King, right? Uh-oh. I got the podium now. Hold on now. My dad was a preacher. And I used to love like watching him get on the pulpit and just, a lot of times I didn't know what he was saying, but it just sounded good, you know, especially when he got into that mode. Oh man, I was like, you know, I'm never gonna be a preacher, but it's kind of crazy that I ended up on the stage anyways. So let's all give a round of applause to Miss Joanna Stewart. Putting on this, and everyone else who's been a part of putting it together, because we can't do it alone. So these 2 pieces I'm gonna share with you, I wrote these over a decade ago now, which is kind of crazy. I'm 33, so I've been writing poetry and doing poetry, being in art for a long time. But yeah. This first piece is a little louder, so I may not even use the mic because it just might be too much. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Hey, yo, Pop, you remember that song Mama used to sing?
Her voice sounded like she swallowed a choir of gospel singers on a Sunday, right? And if you place your ear on the pavement, you can still hear the echo of our neighbors whispering through the concrete. What they say? She gonna get us hung like a half note, singing them freedom songs. Say, hey, mama always had a song hung. White folk ain't like her knocking down the doors of oppression, trying to remind us black folk of how music we are. It took a lot of brave to belch a ballad about balance back then. Back when we was beaten into a backseat of a bus. Back when politicians bought the black folks' vote. Ain't it funny? If you had enough money, you could turn a lynched man into a henchman who would use that same rope to lasso his brother's throats, telling them who to sing for a year. Mama always had a song hung, and they tried to tell me she unsung. I don't know about that, Pop. I don't know about that, Pop, because if she was so unsung, why was so many folk trying to keep her so solid? Maybe it was like this. Maybe my mama wasn't as percussion as a Dr. King. Maybe she was more melody, more harmony, more Julia Cohen. Maybe this is a civil rights symphony, and we are all just instruments in the same movement.
Word.
So that piece, I wrote that while doing research at the Marble exhibit. Has anyone ever heard of the Marble exhibit?
Yeah.
And in Emory, it's free and open to the public. I recommend any of us to check it out. It's abbreviated Marble, but it's manuscripts, archives, and rare books library. So they have a lot of documents about art history and a lot of other history just there, waiting for us to look at and look up. And I stumbled across this woman, Julia Cohen, and it just like her story really resonated with me because she had such an impact with like voters' rights where she was at, and it just made me think about all the people that are weaving into the fabric of like resistance, and that they may not necessarily get the recognition of Martin Luther King, but they're just as impactful and just as important. So that piece was called Unsung. This other piece, I don't remember, so I wrote it down. Amen, I get amen? No, but, if I did not have poetry, you wouldn't know who I am. I'm only here because I wrote something. Something that people may or may not want to hear, but I found my voice. There are a lot of kids that are just like me. They found their voice while playing jump rope in between guitar strings. They found their voice in a sketch they drew. In between cramped desks and dusty rooms or at a school play, and they were the tree. But this tree taught them more about life than these crowded classrooms. They learned that not all roots are squared off like gentrification. Some can even be found under the mounds of this red clay curriculum. Don't tell me nothing can be grown here. Don't hide that axe of tax behind your backs. I know what you use it for. War. Or to bail out those same people who would like to keep us poor. Pour over $5 billion of our dollars used to fund the research on drones while you clone us in classrooms. We are not your robots. We are much more than these desk jobs. Did you know that there's a kid in a public school right now being bullied because of the dirt in his shoes and the dandruff in his hair? His head is cradled in his neck like a bassinet. Did you know that he has all of the answers? But he can't quite get past those tears in his eyes. He can't think about a dying economy when he doesn't feel alive. He doesn't know the beauty of words. He hasn't discovered the beauty of poetry, writing, drawing, or just letting go. He listens to music to drown out the demons. No one took the time to teach him the beauty of breathing in a trumpet. He doesn't know how to watercolor his tears on a canvas. The only act he's familiar with is that book in the Bible that he doesn't open too often. He likes movies, and sometimes he wishes he could blue skidoo inside of them, but someone told him that it's empty. On the other side of that screen, are you empty? On the other side of that screen, is there anything in you? Do you feel? Do you feel the burden of a broken family? A father fearlessly fighting the war waged on his wallet, a single working mother, budgeting dinner and daycare, a son setting his brother in the grave, trying to balance mourning and mathematics. His sister harbors a decade of silence, tired of being the victim of another man's sin. Are we tired of being the victims? Allowing our elected officials to lead us blindfolded by the fear of our speech. When will we speak? Thank you. I gotta keep the mic on. You know what I'm saying? I just turned it off for no reason.
It's okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming and sharing. And this just, you know, those words resonate. Even 10 years later, they still speak life. And they still speak a lot of truth. And there's so many of our young people that need a space and a place to feel comfortable enough to speak their truth. And we were those young people at one time, right? And so now it's up to us to provide that space for them in this season. And as we move into the present, and when we talk about speaking our truth in our generation, I have a special presentation that's being presented to us and shared with us from our partner partner nsbe organization in Cobb County. They came all the way out to visit with us today. We're glad to have them. They were here last year and said that we're not coming by ourselves this year. We're bringing folks, and they did. So we are glad to have you, and going to have Ms. Terry Nicole come forward and share and introduce this presentation. Thank you. We're glad to have you.
Well, since this is all about student voice, I'm not going to say too much because they have a lot to share with you today. This is our robotics team called the Bike Bombers, so let's welcome the Bike Bombers.
Hi, I'm Ezra.
I don't want to take this cord out prematurely. Should I just pull this cord out? Okay.
Good afternoon. We're the Bike Bombers of Cobb County.
We want to show you that robotics is just about robotics.
It's about values, growth, and learning how to solve problems together. Which connects closely to Dr. King's beloved community, which is a society that can approach problems together and solve them peacefully.
To start, we will share what we learned about working together.
So I'll start off with the Core Values Award. So we've been going to LEGO robotics competitions for the past 2 years, I believe. And each year we've actually received awards. So one of them we've received was the Core Values Award. We received that yesterday in our Super Regionals competition.
Congratulations.
So the Core Values Award, Core Values is basically like how you interact with other teams and your own team. So there's 6 core values. I'll name 2 of them and then they'll name the rest. Oh, yeah, of course. Innovation, definition right there. Just finding new ways to do things. Impact is what effect your solution has on the world.
Discovery is basically finding new skills, finding new things, and applying them to whatever you're doing, like the innovation project that we do in the competition.
In conclusion,
Inclusion is basically like knowing that you're a part of the team and giving other people an opportunity to do things in the team.
teamwork, basically working together as a team. Fun, basically just having fun.
So we also won an award at our regional competitions, which was in December, last December, which we won the Grand Champion Award.
We were thrilled, but we learned competing on the next level means more practices, more research, more learning to adjust under pressure, and
Preparation look like practice, failure and constructive adjustment.
Yesterday, of course, we competed on a harder level because it was after we won in our regional competition, and now we did meet a bunch of wonderful teams from around Georgia, and we had a good showing in our robot game.
winning the trophy in the regionals conference really taught us confidence, but doing the super regionals competition taught us growth and adjusting to pressure, like lots of pressure.
And one of the biggest things that helped us grow was learning how to think like coders. So we would like to try that with us today.
So what we would like to do, we're going to do like a coding experience with all of you, the audience. So we would like you to turn to someone next to you and form a pair.
Each pair will receive a pseudocode on the cards that's passed out and that you see on the tables. Hopefully you will have fun.
Does everyone have
Everybody got cards?
So normally we do things pretty quickly because competitions come very quickly, and so we use our time really well. We're going to give you a little